This team right here is the Falcons, and today I'm going to be rebuilding them until I win a Super Bowl. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and re-sign my players. I will see all of you in the free agency. Alright, the free agency is looking pretty good. I think I'm going to sign Kareem Hunt to a 4-year deal, $4 million and $3 million bonus. So it looks like we are getting Kareem Hunt. I think I'm going to sign Odell Beckham because we cannot have a 62 overall as our second string receiver. I'm actually super interested in CJ Gardner-Johnson. I think I'm going to sign Daron Payne because he's super young and he's a superstar. And I will put in a fat deal with Orlando Brown. So we have 5 out of 5 active negotiations. So let's use one of our evaluation periods. It looks like we got 4 out of the 5 guys that we wanted, so that's great. See, I don't know if I should stick with Desmond Ridder because we're just going to be doing simulations, so I don't know how well he will develop. Alright, so let's trade some of our players. So Cordell Patterson, goodbye. Jake Matthews, goodbye. And you can also say goodbye to Grady Jarrett. So let's go ahead and see what offers we get for them. And we get Marquise Brown, J.J. Watt, Penei Sewell. I think I'm going to accept this Marquise Brown deal so we can have another respectable receiver. So we have pick 8. I think I'm going to try and trade up. And why don't you take a look at that? I was able to trade up to the number 1 pick. You know what? I'm going to wipe out Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, and I might take Anthony Richardson. This is our pick from next year, and I think I'm going to try to make a trade with Buffalo. We're going to add in Tremaine Edmonds, Greg Russo, and Ed Oliver. Can I get all of these guys? And it is very close. I think if we add in maybe a 3rd or a 4th, we can get it. Alright, so I added in a 4th, and this is a massive trade, and this will help us out a lot. So far, this is how the offense is looking, and this is the defense. Alright, let's go ahead and start up the draft. I think I'm going to choose Anthony Richardson. Even though Bryce Young and CJ Stroud are there, I think I'm going to have to take him. So Anthony Richardson out of Florida is a hidden, wow, 95 throw power and 91 speed. So let's go ahead to our 2nd round pick. It says right here we need a right end pretty bad, so let's go scout some. So there are some amazing right ends, but I think I'm going to go after this guy, Derek Hall. He looks very good. He was 2nd in the 40-yard dash, 8th in the vertical jump, and 9th in bench press. Let's see. And that is a hidden dev, 83 speed, 85 strength. I'm actually going to go ahead and send him to the end of the draft so we can get our season going. So let's go ahead and take a look at our overalls of our rookies. We probably just had the best draft ever. Anthony Richardson was a 73. Derek Hall, 74. Jarrett Patterson, 72. TJ Bass, 71. Luke Schoonmaker, 70. And then Kytrell Clark, 71. So let's go ahead and send him to the playoffs. And no, we ended up missing out on the playoffs, not having a great season at all. We went 6-11. Anthony Richardson had a very good yardage base, but touchdowns to interceptions were pretty bad. Kareem Hunt did not do good at all, 670 yards and 6 touchdowns. Drake London was able to get 1,000 yards. We're going to go ahead and sim to next offseason. So this year, we have a buttload of money and a buttload of players to sign. I don't know if I franchise tag Tremaine Edmonds. I mean, he wants $20 million. You know what? I think I'm going to do it. He's very young, and I think he will be very great for this team. Nick Bosa is in here. T. Higgins, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Trayvon Diggs. This free agency is crazy. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm going to put in a deal with Trayvon. I think I'm going to sign this right guard that I'm going to put at left guard. After that, we only have $8 million. I just made this trade using Kareem Hunt and a 3rd to get Kadarius Toney and Isaiah Pacheco. The players I'm targeting is Trayvon Diggs and Mike Onwenu. And it looks like we got Trayvon Diggs and Mike. I just made this massive trade with the Lions. So I just traded a 1st from next year and Odell Beckham for Amon-Ra St. Brown and X Factor Aiden Hutchinson. That's probably going to be like the best trade this whole video. We're going to go ahead and sim the next season. I don't really feel like doing the draft. So we got some pretty big upgrades. Anthony Richardson has 4 skill points. Kyle Pitts has 3. Our rookie, Derek Hall, has 3. And then a bunch of other players have 2. I'm going to upgrade Anthony Richardson, Kyle Pitts, and Derek Hall myself. Alright, I'm going to put 3 skill points on Scrambler. And then I'm going to put 1 on Improviser. For Kyle Pitts, I'm going to put 2 on Vertical Threat. And then I put 1 on Possession. And then our rookie, Derek Hall, I'm going to put all of them on Power Rusher. Alright, we're going to go ahead and sim the playoffs. Alright, let's go! This year we went 10-7 and we are in the playoffs. And we actually led our division. And Anthony Richardson had one heck of a season. 5,100 yards, 44 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. That could be possibly MVP. Isaiah Pacheco had 887 yards and 5 touchdowns. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 1,600 yards, 21 touchdowns. Kyle Pitts had 1,100 and 7 touchdowns. Anthony Richardson came in 3rd in the MVP race. Let's see if we can beat Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers. We lose by 28 points. I completely forgot to look at the defense. Rashaan Evans, 4 sacks, 1 interception. Tremaine Edmonds, 2.5 sacks, 2 interceptions. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, 1.5 sacks, 3 interceptions. A.J. Terrell, 0.5 sacks and 1 interception. Trayvon, 2 interceptions. Greg Rousseau, 9.5 sacks. Ed Oliver, 8.5 sacks. Aiden Hutchinson, 9 sacks. So let's go ahead and sim to the offseason. So the only person that I signed was Tremaine Edmonds. It's the only money I had for. We did lose Amon-Ra St. Brown. We got to trade for a big receiver this year. I love how the Bengals only have 2 receivers. Okay, that just happened. So we just got a 99 overall. Yep, no biggie. Alright, so week 1 we're going up against the Bucks. I will see you all in the playoffs. Alright, once again, we make the playoffs at 11-6. Alright, Anthony Richardson having another amazing season. 5,100 yards, 47 touchdowns, which he is leading, and only 10 interceptions, maybe an MVP season. Tyler Algier, it looks like Isaiah Pacheco got hurt, but he had 806 yards and 17 touchdowns. Wow. Okay, our receivers went off. Marquise Brown, 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson, 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns. Kadarius Toney, 1,100 yards, 14 touchdowns. Kyle Pitts, 925 yards and 5 touchdowns. Alright, Rashaan Evans, 2.5 sacks, 3 interceptions. Tremaine Edmonds, 3.5 sacks, 1 interception. A.J. Terrell, 2 interceptions. Isaiah Oliver, 3 interceptions. Trayvon Diggs, 1.5 sacks and 0 interceptions. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, 1 interception. Gabriel Williams, 2 interceptions. Aiden Hutchinson, 17 sacks. Greg Rousseau, 10 sacks. And Oliver, 8 sacks. And Josh Allen, once again, beats Anthony Richardson. So Josh Allen just won 2 MVPs in a row. That's great. Alright, let's see if we can win our first playoff game. And yes, we can. We win by 10 points. This could be our year. Alright, let's see if we can beat the Panthers. Yes, we can. Okay, so right here is the final game. Can we make it all the way to the Super Bowl? We're in 89, they're in 85. Can we make it? And yes, we do! We make it to the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs. Alright, this is going to be a tough Super Bowl, but we are at our own stadium. Alright, so I do get to go in for a half, but it is the Atlanta Falcons versus the Kansas City Chiefs. (27-17), 10-point lead. Yes! We won the Super Bowl! The Atlanta Falcons are now Super Bowl winners. Let's go! And Atlanta has made history.